As you know, I have severe learning disabilities, and I'm not good at bureaucracy. You know, things that move quite quickly, or that you don't notice in life. And recently, I started going to Brazil, and that's very true because someone had stolen my identity. So I did some more research, and I found out that the person who stole my identity was my own government, from the looks of things. So here's my, because I looked at my permit, and I got my permit in 2014, and I got my passport in 2009. So this passport's still good till 2014. Sorry, I got my permit in 2012. I'm fascinated with 2014 because I went to Richmond in 2014 with Chris Beauregard for the final time. But this person right here, who wrote this book, was living in my house. And my mom broke into this apartment, his room, which was my room, and we found FBI credentials. But we found really strange things like numerous business cards from numerous people. And then I looked into the locked cabinet that my so-called American citizenship certificate was in, and I didn't even find one birth certificate. Someone rampaged that drawer. Like, why would my whole family have not even one copy? Why would my dad not even have one copy of the birth certificate? Like, he even enlisted me in Brazil to the army, so he knew what he was doing. That means if Brazil went to war, like when I was 18 or something, uh, I would have to be, I'd have to go and join their forces for some reason. So here's that. Anyways, I get it on in a second. In 2012, I got my permit with the certificate. He managed to break into a drawer. This guy Hama has lots of skills. Basically what happened is, when I didn't pay off my loan in 2003, they already started hunting me. And what happens is, they'll send hired criminals from other countries after you. basically stole, I think he stole a bunch of birth certificates. After I went to get my permit while he was living here, I got my permit and my license at the same time. So this is my conscription to the Brazilian military in 1998. Because to get your citizenship, you have to do all this stuff before you turn 18, whatever. Or as you turn 18, I'm not quite sure. What I believe that happened is identity fraud. They sent someone, not only was he working for the FBI private investigation, like he went to school in VCU, but I think he was a CIA agent. So that your own federal government is not a federal government. They send criminals after you. To destroy your identity. To make sure you're not, naturalized. To make sure you don't work here, basically. If you owe debt, like, say it's an $11,000 loan that turns into $20,000. I paid half of it back, and then they started firing me from jobs. I thought that was interesting. Like they were breaching contract and everything. Like I have at least 5 years before I retire in the PTO in Hama. But I will say this, right? I might even wait until my mom passes away. Maybe I'll get some extra money to do that. The Asian guy that I escorted to Brazil, to Garden Grove, California, he's not a good person. He's the one who brought him into the house. He's the one who got him rent. And he's the one who exploited my finances for years to come. It's possible that he's not who he says he is either. But I can never prove it because he has Tourette's. And there's a reason why his dad died of a stroke. I personally think like his dad died and he didn't help him. And he says he's stuck in a small house in California, so I have a theory that his mom's not giving him any of her money that she got from his father, who died. I have a theory that he wants that money really bad, but his mom's not going to inherit him a single cent. He's basically going to go crazy and land on the streets after his mom dies. And that's evil. Like, you do evil and you get bit later in life. Like harshly. Basically, that he doesn't have citizenship here either. He was born in Vietnam. Now he's gonna die here homeless. He is nothing, basically. His mom's not gonna give him a single cent. His mom knows he's evil. Well, I'll be basking in the sun in Brazil, and he won't know my location. And if he did find me, it'd be a fight to the death, just like in a movie. But he won't find me. So the story is that his so-called friend was working with him as an agent. Like, it's very strange that his in 2001 his neighbor shot his wife and himself because of financial reasons. Very interesting. His neighbor probably owed debt, and he was probably on his case too. So he's a killer, basically. And his dad, he was a Vietnam conscript. Like he was a Vietnamese soldier in Vietnam. Sorry, a South Vietnamese soldier in Vietnam. Therefore, he got privileges. I think his dad ended up turning to good. He ended up hating this guy, and I know that because he hates his father who died. Like he says, like all throughout his life, his dad was against him. His dad was always against him. His dad didn't give him that Lexus, by the way. He kind of stole it. His mom stole it for him. His dad wanted to get rid of the Lexus. And his sister isn't too good either, from what I heard. But that's the story. Is I have to move to Brazil because of in order to work because of this guy right here. I'm almost sure my dad doesn't mess up with documents because he Xeroxes everything. Why would a whole bunch of documents be missing? Not only one document.